Welcome to the Cove, guys. This is TC Silver Picker here. The TC stands for Talon's Cove, just so you guys know. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the state of the stack since we've started, and we are going to show you some learning lessons that were good and some learning lessons that were very bad. And then we're going to talk about premiums. So the first thing that happened was about 3 weeks ago now. We went to a coin show and we picked up a couple pieces. So some of these are going to be basically for stacking purposes. And for stacking purposes, we ended up getting these four. These are all 64 halves. So I ended up paying basically 22 times face for these, which isn't too bad. I'm not going to complain terribly about it, but I wish I could have got them a little cheaper. And then we also picked up this Roman Imperial Crispus. This is what they consider nearly very fine. It's a pretty cool one. I think I paid, what did I pay for this one? $75, and they were doing 50% off, so $37.50, which isn't a bad deal. And then the one I was excited about was the silver Severus Alexander. Paid $60. I think I ended up getting it for $50. As you can see it's in pretty good shape. Tried to shoot this at a little bit higher resolution so you can catch everything. And then there was a loose one. Not quite sure what this one is. It's kind of worn off. It looks like a Crispus, but I'm not 100% sure. These were like $5. They were cheap. So that's what we got from the coin show, which was actually not a bad deal. And then next was the auction. Man, let me tell you, that was a huge learning experience of where not to buy coins, at least for me. So out of 451 pieces, we got, I think 9, 7. It wasn't much. So the one decent deal was these 800 wheat pennies. These are older dates from the looks of them. Not really going through them too much because I'm just going to sell them on eBay. Got them for $27. I should be able to get like $75 free ship. So in layman's terms, I should be able to double my money. And then I got a 3 lot of 1909 VDBs. They are in okay shape. Nothing spectacular. Paid $7 for these. I should be able to make some money off of these. I'm thinking about 15 bucks. And then we got a couple of some nicer silver dollar coins. This is the Eisenhower Centennial. Pretty decent one. I think I paid 15 bucks for this. This one's going to be resold on eBay. I think I can make about $5-8 on it. It's not going to be a huge margin, that's for sure. And then I got 2 of these, which I overpaid for, so I'm just going to keep them in my collection. This is a 1986 Liberty. Okay, that's I drop everything and make a mess. Liberty coins, Ellis Island one. Definitely a pretty cool one. This one's got the gold tone to it, which is pretty cool. I think I ended up paying like 20 for this one. So should have paid attention to that one and ended up getting me. That's how it goes with auctions. So not a bad one though. And then this one is a 06 Ben Franklin commemorative. I believe it's a silver dollar as well. Yeah, it's a pretty cool one. I think I paid 22 for this one, and I think it sells for like 28. So we're just going to put it in the collection. It's a nice coin. Not too bad, fairly decent. So here's the fun part. That's the stuff that we got there. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right, we got these guys. I got 2 Walking Liberties. You hear a little click and clack of my dog coming in. They're in okay shape. I paid $20 for these. So that's basically 20 times face, which I'm okay with on a $1/2, especially at today's premiums. I picked this guy up the other day at my LCS. It's the Koala. Definitely a cool one. Australian piece. I think that was pretty cool. I paid $36 for this one. So not a real high one. Ah, that's right, the auction. I got these two from the auction. It's a 2009 Eagle Type 1. So for the most part, everybody was overspending, but I ended up getting these for $37. Not a bad deal. So I guess that's what, 10 over, almost 11 over spot. And then I ended up picking them up another 21. I didn't really need that one for the date collection, but I bought it more for a stacking piece. Type 2, obviously. So I ended up paying $37 for this one as well. I tell you what, man, the prices at the auction were just ridiculous. So most of the scrap metal, like these guys, the bids right after I was getting these for relatively a good deal started at 20 times. And they ended up at around 24, 25 times. I'm like, man, even my LCS, I can buy this stuff cheaper than that. And I confirmed it with him when I was out at the shop. I was like, how much is, Constitutional going for? And he was like, right around 22, 23. I'm like, good Lord. So 24, 25 times is too much? And he was like, yeah, way too much. And I was kind of shocked. And Eagles at 37, and he was like, I showed it to him since I was there. He was like, so what'd you pay for those? I'm like, 37 a piece. He goes, was there any, the usual fees at auction? I'm like, no, not this one. They don't charge any additional fees, just the seller fees. I'm just going to show you guys some of the stack that I have while we're talking about this. So the premiums right now, he said it. So basically at that time it was 10 over. And he said at that deal, that's cheap. He goes, I'm selling mine for 14 to 15 over. I was like, are you serious? He was like, yeah, because the premiums have gotten that high. And most of the stuff you're going to see here came from my LCS that I'm talking about currently. Pac-Man's pretty cool. And I was just floored at some of the premiums and the prices on certain things. Especially, Constitutional at that kind of money. I mean, you're talking, I think that breaks down to, what, 5 over spot? That's ridiculous, unconstitutional. I can't see how some of these guys are paying it. He did tell me, though, it seems like everything's starting to come down. And the prices are getting a little more realistic. So I was happy about that one. This is a really cool one. This is the $2 Elizabeth Millennium Falcon. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, in case you guys haven't ever noticed. And then we got a bunch of the different stuff in here. So I have some more unboxings coming along. One of them's going to be a box from the guy that we did from the very first one on this channel, so we can check it out. And then another one, I think that one's a $25 box. And the second box that's coming in, I believe, is a $40 box from a buyer that I've never gotten from before. So we'll see how it goes. And let's see what kind of stuff we got here. So let me know what you guys are paying premium-wise where you're at. I'd be curious to hear and see what everybody's paying, because I know some of them are pretty ridiculous. So my stack is growing. So I think I'm at 9 Eagle or 9 rounds. Most of them are Eagles. And then I got some Constitutional over here. These are pretty cool. 1890. They're nothing spectacular. I think I paid $30 when I originally got these. That's when I didn't know any better. But you live and you learn. So that's how you go. And then you get some of these other ones out of that box, which are pretty cool. But yeah, let me know what you guys are paying. I want to know where the premiums are at, what you think, and where they think they're going to go. I personally think that gold's going to go to $2,500 by the end of the year. That's my prediction. And gold's going to end up at probably $30. Let me know if you agree or disagree. and leave some comments down below. I thank you for joining us. And if you could help us out with a like and a subscribe, that would be awesome too. We're a new channel. We're growing. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Just FYI, we appreciate you. So if you're ever curious, a lot of the unboxing stuff that I don't keep, it's going into a pile. I am a Whatnot seller. Our Whatnot name is Talons Cove. You can check us out on there, and I'm going to leave a link down below. If you're not in Whatnot, they do coin auctions now. You can sign up, you get $10, and it helps me out and gives me $10. But I can tell you, every time somebody signs up under my name, I put it right back into the business, or I give it away to viewers. So I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye.